Hi everyone, Messy Coda here with another game dev interview. This time a little bit different. It's a review at the same time. First time I was playing with, well, it was 2 packs, but this video I'm going to show you the Polygon War Pack from Synty Studios. Think of this video as director commentaries on your DVD. Yeah, a bit fancy that one, isn't it? Well, Blu-ray nowadays, I suppose. Well, there is a little bit of an audio issue on this video, so I do apologise in advance. This was taken from my Twitch stream, all the W's, twitch.tv/themessycoda. If you do want to see the entire interview, you can pop over to Twitch, click on the highlights, and you can find the Synty Studios interview there. It is a big one, and we are also checking out his Polygon Wild West pack in that video as well, if that interests you. What interests this fellow over here, because he's making a Wild West game of his very own, but unfortunately not Polygon, so I can't really use it. Well guys, sit back, enjoy this director's commentary with Synty Mike as we play with the Polygon War Pack. I'm going to hand over to the legend that is Synty Mike.
Hey everyone. Yeah, so I guess I'll start with the brief intro. So been doing 3D modeling for, I think this is my 10th year, maybe 11th year, as a full-time professional. I did study and stuff before that. So I worked at a game company for a few years in Wellington, New Zealand. We made a bunch of rugby games and some other kind of random stuff. Not a lot of like kind of big name games. They're all kind of mobile-y ones or just like kind of shovelware. One of the great ones was called Blood Drive. You could Google that. It's a good one. And then got a job at Weta Digital after that and spent a few years doing 3D modeling in the models department, and then I was in the VAD department. But a few cool movies I worked on were The Hobbit. So I worked on the 3 Hobbit films. I modeled a bunch of stuff for those, weapons, swords, props, trees, rocks, a whole bunch of stuff. If you've seen the first Hobbit movie, at the end of the cliff when the eagles are swooping in, there's that big tree that kind of, they're all dwarves are on, and then it kind of starts falling over, and they're all kind of clinging onto it as the eagles are coming in. So I modeled that tree. That was probably one of the main things, and then everything else was just kind of little bits and pieces here and there. But that was really, really fun. And then a couple of years into that, me and my friends started Synty Studios just for a bit of fun. And yeah, just really, just kind of had, just really enjoyed doing it because it was really creative and it was kind of our own thing. So we just started with a simple brand, and then, a couple of years later, I was like, oh yeah, Weta's been pretty good, but, keen to give it a go full time. So went full time. And yeah, that's kind of the rough history. As far as the movies go at Weta, I think in the end I worked on 18 films. Everything from Valerian to Planet of the Apes, some of the Justice League movies, some of the Marvel stuff, bit of this, bit of that. So, it was really fun to work there. Did a lot of stuff in DFD actually as well.
Bit of this, bit of that. You can't just throw it in there, man. You never told me that before. More details needed.
Yeah, I guess, I got some, some cool stuff from The Hobbit. I've got one of the actual on-set used coins, and that is very cool. So, there was a few things that happened on that, but I mean, we did a lot of late nights. So, I mean, the Hobbit stuff's kind of probably the most interesting things. We were working, we'd be there till like 3 a.m, and this is after, starting work at like 8 a.m. So it was and then I'd catch a taxi home, and I lived about 45 minutes away. So I catch a taxi home, and then I guess I get home at 4, and then I have to be back at the office by 8:30 again the next day. So I would just then wake up, get another taxi to work, so I was way too tired to drive or whatever, and then and just keep going. And we were doing 75, 80-hour weeks constantly for the third Hobbit. It was just so far behind. The movie was there was just so much to do and just not enough time in the days. So yeah, it was pretty crazy, but I learned a lot there. It's kind of funny because after doing 5 years at Weta, they worked out, when I left, I was like, how many hours have I done here? And they were like, it was like 10,550. And I was like, yes, I did my 10,000 hours. Because there's a thing about that. You become a master of something when you've done 10,000 hours or whatever. And I thought that was quite funny that within 5 years, I'd done enough hours to get the 10,000. So that was pretty cool.
Dude, no
click a few
way.
buttons and get some nice visuals.
No way. Oh my word. You didn't. Holy. Oh, what the hell? Sorry, I'm not sure you can see. Can you see my screen, mate? What I'm looking at here?
I can see it. The Flak 88.
How long did this take to make?
Funnily enough, I actually had this from a few years ago from another game I worked on, which was we actually used a lot of assets from that game. It was a Flash game we were doing, and we were pre-rendering everything, and it never got finished. And I retained all the assets, so I was just like, okay, sweet. So I just opened them up and just basically started down-resing them, getting them to look nice, polygonizing them a bit. But I mean, this probably still took a day.
Oh my word.
It was pretty complex. I mean, it's still way too over detailed, but I just kind of at a certain point gave up and was just like, hey, it looks good enough.
Okay, so for people who don't know, I mentioned briefly every now and again, but I was in the artillery. My job was to make sure that the big boomers actually hit what they're aiming at, and whenever I see stuff like that, it just makes me drool. Yes,
yeah,
and actually looking in chat, Fly Mario saying we can see your draw from here. Yeah, indeed. This pack is how much is this one? Like 139 or something?
No, this is 89.
Oh, and 89. Yeah. It's the simple one that's like 100 or something, isn't it? So this one's 89.99. So you get change from $90, 1 cent.
So the VR Game Zone said, "Can we make the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan with this?" Yes, you can.
Oh, hang on. Let me get back down to here. So here we go. So let's just do some cinematic here. Kaboom! And then I go, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
But how? Oh my word! And who have we got in here? We got anyone sitting in here? No, but we can stick someone in.
Bam, 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 bam.
Have you made any pilots and things in this pack, or are they?
Yep. Comes with a pilot. That's very cool.
Are these this one mesh, or can they move?
No, the propeller's separate, the wheels are separate, the flaps are all separate, and the joystick's separate. Nice!
Oh my word! Are you trying to tell me that we can actually make a Polygon flight sim?
You could, yeah. And the flaps are all... I was pretty meticulous. You can't open the canopy or anything just because it doesn't really need to open anyway. But, you know, the wheels open and all that, so you can do like a landing thing if you needed to, but also, the flaps. I'm very proud of the flap. The functionality on those. It's pretty cool.
This is insane!
Yeah, I spent a lot of time. I think I modeled most of the vehicles. A few of them, one of the other guys helped out with. But
oh my god!
I am super proud of the stuff in this.
Oh my god!
These are
beautiful. This is insane!
And not only that, they come with like 3 different skins each as well.
No! Shut your mouth.
No, they do. They come with some alts.
Oh my... Okay. I was just fantasizing of what I'm going to have to do with the Western pack. Now I've just put the Western pack in a cupboard and I've locked it, and now I'm playing with this one. I haven't actually... I haven't had the time to sit and play because I'm trying to do a swimming tutorial for the YouTube channel. I redid my weapons ammo reloading code that I did, which was like a 7 video length tutorial. I did it down into 1, and all these things. And now, so I haven't actually been able to play about with your packs beforehand. Normally I would sit and play about, but I tend to like the guys who are watching the videos to experience my true first impressions. And there you go. This is, as I say, if I see something nice, I'll be completely honest. If I see something I don't like, I'm also completely honest. And at the moment, I need to wipe my chin. So
it gets crazy, man.
Oh my word!
It gets crazier. There's some cool stuff in this pack.
Okay, well, in these tanks, how much of these is separated from the mesh?
So I think some of the wheels are. The tracks are both separate on both sides, so you can make a scrolling shader. So you could have the tank track scroll, and it's just UVs. So the tracks have their own UVs on them, and it's just a tileable texture that you can scroll. So the designed so that you can do that. I think the turret, the barrel, so it can go up and down, and then all the wheels can turn as well, I think. So there's quite a bit of separation on those. It's all parented, so you can rotate it around if you want.
Right. This pack is huge. You can't go out in the sun because this pack is too big. You've made too big a pack. Mark's saying check the colliders. Yes, there are no colliders on this, but most of them are basic, like simple shapes here.
I mean, this seems huge anyway, so if you were running around, it would take you ages to get around it.
A couple of days.
Oh, you'd love the German tanks have that, you know, the one that's on the flak? I can't remember what they call it. It's that very specific German camo. It looks great on the Tiger tanks. And just,
Why have I got a random particle effect of flame, like a flamethrower without us on?
I got no idea.
It's the invisible dragon.
Yeah.
It's Albie.
Progress. Yeah.
It's Albie the racist dragon. Get off my tail, you make it dirty. Oh, for those who don't know, Flight of the Conchords, where that is from, it's not just me saying random things about racist dragons. Flight of the Conchords, a Kiwi comedy duo, Legends, who's actually, Jermaine is the crab, lobster, what was he? It was a crab in the Disney Moana. They were going to do a tour in the UK, touring the UK, and a guy from work managed to get 2 tickets for it, and they sold out literally within minutes. Guy broke his hand on the weekend, and the tour's been cancelled. So devastated.
That would have been great.
Oh,
great gig.
Man. And one of those fellows, Brett, was in The Hobbit, wasn't he?
Yep, he's Sigwit.
And because you guys, New Zealand is about the size of a pebble, so everyone knows each other.
Oh yeah, I see Jermaine Clement all the time in town, just walking around.
Oh my!
I've met him before too. Had a few drinks after Hunt for the Water People, and Sam Neill met him too.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, see guys, blockbuster, Hollywood blockbuster legend. You got a photo with him?
I got a photo with Sam Neill, and I think I might have got one with Jermaine, but I was talking to Jermaine for quite a bit. He's funny.
Oh mate, chuck me over on Facebook afterwards.
They're everywhere. They're just cruising around Wellington. It's just a small little city, and they're all just. Oh, there we go. So that half track there's got the German camo on it. The one that's just there we go. Love that camo.
Oh man. There we go. What's he shooting? Who's he shooting at? He's got over there, boom, and then he's got here, boom. This one goes blood down, and they got.
Is that the Stuka? Yeah.
They got
the Stukas.
Don't shoot at me. I want to be your friend. Ba-down! Oh, lovely. Oh, I keep forgetting to look at chat. So let's have a look on the chat. Fresh meat, Mexicoda. I say I have Woody, and you say you have to wipe your mouth. Coincidence? I think not. Gameforce TV, welcome to their chat. Did it? Nice one. Hey guys and girls, Glock in 113. We've got Andy's not a firefly mode. Put them up, good sir. See, those are fighting words, and he wants to say, put them up. There you go. I thought it was my Fresh Meats Wood for a moment. I don't know any of your work, and he's on fire. We've got Aquarius Max has been away, in which case he's banned. He's never allowed to chat away. How could you be away when we're looking at amazing things like this? When it comes out, you'll see. Please, guys, put him away as well. A German stealth fighter. That is this flame-throwing Panzer thing here. Aquarius Max at Synty, are all these meshes, or is some using Unity terrain? Curious how you got the ground looking so good. Fantastic question.
All meshes. Just all meshes. I mean, it's obviously going to be heavier than terrain, but it's a bit easier to use, and I mean that's pretty much the only reason really. It's just easier to use. It's easier for users to be able to build stuff with it. They don't have to learn the terrain editor. It's easy for someone to be able to cross from Unreal to Unity and just have everything work. It's just a little bit easier. I mean, it's not too heavy for static batching it anyway. I mean, they're not that heavy, most of the ground pieces, and we kind of, as it goes further out, it kind of gets lower res. So I don't think performance is a huge issue here.
Oh, I didn't make a quick link for the awesome discount code.
Oh
so,
yeah.
Let me try. Yeah. So. Is this one available on the Synty store?
Not yet, but it will be like I said, within the next 1 or 2 weeks.
So, and there is a lucky winner who can win this pack.
Yes.
Today.
Lucky winner.
A lucky winner. But for those who don't win, you can always pop over to syntystore.com. You only got yourself another domain, syntystore.com, rather than use your Synty Studios and Sticker store.
Yeah, it was just easier. It was just easier to link it into Shopify.
So how do they use the voucher? When they go to the checkout, they just put it at the bottom?
I think it's at the checkout. Yeah.
Awesome. And massive thank you, Mike, for giving everyone this beautiful Mystic exclusive. 30% discount on everything.
And the Synty store comes with the Unity, Unreal, and the source files of everything that's on there. Oh, there's some free stuff on there too.
We got a question about your where was it? About the cam nets are single-sided textures? Question mark.
They are, and you will need to basically add it's like a line in the shader that's like make double-sided true or whatever. You will have to do that if you want it double-sided, but we've only left it single-sided just for safety's sake. It can get pretty heavy if you're double-sided. These things casting lighting all over the place, so it's just you'll probably want to come up with your own solution for how you want to do it double-sided, just to be safe. I was going to put a poop in there, but
I was looking for it.
Didn't end up doing it. Yeah.
I'm looking for it, mate.
There's a hole.
Float 2 down here. Oh wow, man, this is nuts. This pack is nuts. So just remind everyone what you've got coming up next. You said that you've just finished something which was a little muckabout for you and the guys did for fun.
You mean
the minis?
Oh yeah, Polygon minis. Yeah. Polygon minis. I can send you a link to the Sketchfab if you want to bring it up.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, stick on the Facebook. Do you want to just give a little verbal description of what we're looking at with them?
Yeah, so it's basically mini versions of all our Polygon assets. Well, the core assets. So we basically went through all of our only the fantasy stuff. We went through our fantasy series and Western because we kind of included that in fantasy and pirates as well. Not that they didn't happen; they definitely happened. But we just basically took some of our key assets like the samurai pagoda thing and the samurai temple, and we just made like a little mini cartoony version of those. So you can make a level select screen, or you might want to make a game out of it. Even we've got some mobile screenshots on the pack, so you can actually see what it looks like on a mobile screen. They're just mock-ups, but you could do quite a bit with it. It's kind of fun.
Oh,
just a fun little pack.
Nice.
And yeah, the Sketchfab shows it all. It kind of shows the different things that are in there. Just kind of cute and cartoony, really.
That is
pretty.
Fun. Yeah. I'm getting a bit of heat for my It reference. Come on, guys. How many times have you sat on the toilet and not thought to yourself that a weird, freaky clown is going to drag you down while you're doing a poo? Come on. I'm not the only one.
I'm not too scared.
You're not touching that one, are you? See, this would be some nice poly horses that you've got from that Wild West poly horse pack, and stick them in here in the stables.
You totally could. Yep.
For just $2.50, I think is at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, but you need to get the if you want it animated, you have to get the animation kit for it as well.
Let's go upstairs.
Hashtag Malbers.
There's actually I think we've got an exclamation mark Malbers.
Exclamation mark Malbers. Yep.
Does that work?
I don't know.
I'm
not a Twitch master.
Does somebody want to... What did I put in? Did I do a Malbers?
I'm just going to get a glass of water. I'll be back in like 10 seconds.
You're allowed. We'll allow it. No, we didn't do an exclamation mark Malbers in. I'm still waiting for Malbers to update his horsey pack. There's a snake in my poops!
And I'm back.
That was a quick glass of water. This is massive. What have we got in here? Oh, fireplace. Oh, this is nuts. This is
not even the half of it, man. This is the farmland.
I'm just in the how? Holy moly! What the hell's over there? Okay. This is just nuts.
The city.
We got ruins, buildings.
Then there's the beach as well.
Okay, and we've got over here.
Yeah, those are cool. Those are fun.
Now, how long did it take you to make this pack?
This took us a few months, but we were away for Christmas, so over Christmas we kind of took our time. But yeah, about 3 months. Yeah, head over to the beach and go, because one of the guys was asking about, can you make a Saving Private Ryan game?
Right.
I think it's behind you.
Oh my word! No, no, you didn't.
And you can go in the bunkers too. So they're all enterable.
Oh my word, guys!
That one, the other one's other.
He's a bloke in here doing the stretching exercises.
Bup, 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 bup.
Yeah, I want to do the stretching exercises today. Just in case we get a little bit of an invasion coming, yeah? Oh, that would be wonderful. Oh my word. No way. This is amazing. I was thinking about doing like a cannon fodder type game using this pack. And yeah, oh wow. Does this open up? Is this one piece of mesh, or does this come down?
Of course the door opens. It's got to open.
Oh, nice.
You got to be able to drive the guys into the beach and then have them run out and get chopped up.
Are you boys and girls watching this? Who wants to win this?
In this kit? I think there's like 700 meshes in the kit.
This is nuts, man.
A lot of the effort in this was put into the vehicles. They are very detailed.
So this was done using the scene fusion for you guys to be able to make this, I assume.
Part of it was, but a lot of this was just done by our artist guy because we were all on holiday or whatnot.
Did you lock him in the basement or something and not allow him to leave?
No, he was around. It's just we were just kind of sporadic and when we were in the studio or whatever.
Oh my bloody hell!
Yeah, the city's beautiful. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh my. So you got these textures and you got the detail on the model as well.
Yeah. So we decided to have. We couldn't just have a city that had blank walls. It had to have something. So we've gone in and just put a bit of stuff in texture.
It'd be interesting. Like you got vertex painting on your walls.
It's like a full city though. Some of these buildings are modular. Some of them are not modular. Some of them have interiors, some of them don't, so you can use them as background buildings and not have to pay a huge cost for them. It's just a fantastic little city.
The guy who does your demo levels, you said that he started off, or is it the same guy who was doing like maps for Quake or whatever it was?
I think he just started. He was just doing community maps for Halo using Forge, but he did a lot of them. Like he was, very heavily involved in the community and that, uploading them and people playing them and stuff like that. But he just really loved doing maps and he just spent a lot of time doing them. So it definitely goes to show with this stuff, the layouts are all thought out. All the streets kind of go somewhere. It all just makes sense. You could just drop a bunch of players in here like PUBG out of a plane and they'd probably be able to experience a World War II themed level, pretty well. It's just all thought out. Like we've got like a little city square in the middle of town, with the big building chateau.
Oh man, this is just insane. See, like normally I sit and go, cause like your simple pack, the one we gave away earlier was 100 and something, and like people look at these prices and they go, that's too much money, I'm not paying for that. And then you look and see just how big the packs are. Somebody on YouTube the other day, basically when I was promoting this stream, on the little preview video I made, was like, well, it's only a $20 pack, and I already own all the $20 packs. To which I said, the war pack is like $90, and it's insane in size. And it's people just think of your stuff as these small $20, $30 packs, and every now and again you've got something like this, which some people might be a little bit scared of or wait for a sale to be able to get. By the way, 30% discount in the on the Synty store. But this is huge. You can't price this cheaper. Really, you could argue like $70 versus $90, depending on like if you're gonna have like shows. But
if a person just wanted vehicles, then it's going to be expensive. But if you need the whole thing, then it's ideal.
It's
kind of
And you got plans to continually update this pack to add more things to it, or will you do it as separate expansions?
it'll probably be a separate expansion, and currently this isn't 100% official yet, but we probably are looking at maybe doing like a World War One mini expansion, just like a little, maybe a blimp, a World War One tank, maybe a biplane.
Oh, biplanes! No way!
Just a little like mini expansion for it. That's just mainly a couple of vehicles. Maybe it could have maybe a soldier or two, but just like a little mini expansion for it. We probably won't be adding stuff to this. It's already I think pretty reasonably priced for what you get.
You can't say nothing official yet you might be doing, because now you just got me thinking Knights of the Sky remake.
Oh yeah, no, you could. I mean, blimps versus fucking biplanes, tanks driving along the ground, and gas explosions, and guys with gas masks running into combat. Like, it just, be awesome.
Are you my mummy? That's all I can think about is gas masks from that Doctor Who episode. Are you my mummy? Oh my word.
But I mean, the thing that you've got to think about as well is, because the design of this, we've actually made it so that it can reasonably well fit in with Polygon City as well. So you could actually, if you wanted to, make a European city for your modern game. So this is actually kind of a European style, but this can also be used with Polygon City. The buildings are similar sizes. They're all, I think, 5x5 or 5x3. Whatever the grid unit is, and most of this can be used with city. So you could actually have city, and then it could transition to like a European area, or you could have a European city in your city game. So they're not just limited to, I'm going to make a World War II game now.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff can be used with our other packs.
Fair point. That is a great point to make, because even like in a modern city, like we've been walking around London, you've got modern buildings, and then in between you've got buildings still like these old traditional buildings that weren't completely bombed when the Germans decided to do the Blitz.
I mean, so, technically you could put this in Western or even Pirates as well, and have like a European section with the horse and carriage, and some guys with muskets running around. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of options.
We've got reminds people of Mark saying Battlefield 1942.
Yes.
Yes. This would make a great zombie game. This will be actually. I'd love to see this mixed with the Apocalypse when you make a Polygon Apocalypse pack. Because we had questions before, people asking, when are you going to do the Poly Zombies?
Yeah, Poly Zombies. Yeah, we've talked about that for a while as well. Yeah, we'd definitely like to do it. It's on the list. Definitely on the list. We've got a lot of stuff on the list. It's an ever-growing list.
Oh, question about your clouds. Are they floating sprites, emissive texturing?
Just meshes with a bit of emissive on them. Nice and easy.
Does one person just get it, or does everyone in the stream get it? Is that the Doctor Who? What do we get? What? I think everyone gets it. Everyone knows. Everyone knows Doctor Who. Yeah. Magical live stream. We raffle it. Oh, we're talking about that. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the reference. I got excited there for the moment. But now he wants to know about if everyone gets the game. Everyone gets the 30% discount. Everyone gets the 30% Synty store discount, which I will post again.
Yeah, the discount's there forever. I mean, I could, if we do future streams, we can do other discounts and things, maybe some specific ones. But we don't have War Western on there just yet. But yeah, I could maybe talk to Messi and I could give him another code. But I think for now that one's pretty good. 30%'s not bad. It's a good start. And the thing is, that's good.
It's not bad. It'll do.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Does anyone mind having a 30% discount on the Synty store?
Everyone likes discounts. It's just human nature.
So the 30% discount code might, I don't know. There's no such thing as never end, but there's no rush to use it tonight via Game Zone.
No. Yeah, that's a Messi exclusive, that one. So I'll just leave it active for a while. At least a few weeks should be fine.
And I'll try and squeeze in maybe a 99.3% discount at one point.
Yeah.
But
100%.
Yeah, 100%. We have a 100% discount. We have a 100% discount on this pack because we've got one to give away in a raffle.
Yep.
So there'll be one lucky winner who can get this $89.99. If somebody wants to do an exclamation mark Synty War in chat, we have a link to the store. Don't forget, if you didn't win, you can still pick this up on the Unity Access store. If you do pick it up when it is available in the Synty store, you will get the Unreal version, the Unity version, and the source material as well. Oh, you've got snow-capped mountains here. Although, why do the peaks not have snow? And there's Snow at the
I don't know.
bottom.
Looks cool.
Looks like.
I think it's because we have bloom on there, so if you have the top of it covered in snow, then the bloom it just doesn't look as cool. There's no silhouette on top of it, you know what I mean?
It just looks like a vanilla ice cream and someone's put chocolate on the top of it, mate.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, I agree. But it does look nice with the post-affix on there when it's not quite on top.
I love your trees. What do you think about Quantum Theory's polygonizer that he's got?
I think it's quite cool. It's been on there for a few years, I think. It's pretty cool, but obviously it doesn't. I mean, it's great if you've got stuff that you can polygonize, but for us, all the stuff's modeled by hand. We stylize it heavily from the get-go. None of the stuff's, automatically reduced or whatever. So, I mean, you can't stylize something with a button.
No.
But I think it's a pretty cool tool. It does a pretty good job for most things, and I like the way that it does the color as well. It does really nice, like it low reses the color a little bit as well, and gives you these kind of cool polygonal colors on objects. So I think it's a really cool tool.
Oh, we got flat tires here because your Jeep seems to be.
Yeah, we've got a damaged version of those actually. There's a damaged car too. The damaged car looks awesome. It's got
where am I going to find it?
Weird.
Oh, they've got hangers. You got hangers in here. Although he can't actually get out of the hangar.
No, I don't think the plane fits.
Mate. We'll have to increase that size of this building a little bit.
Yeah.
Easily fixed, just increase the scale of the building, but...
Yeah, totally.
We're not friends tonight. It's war.
Yeah, it should be a bit bigger, I think, anyway. It's just once you start making things realistic size, and it's a lot bigger, then it just sticks out in the demo scene. It's like, what the hell's that ugly thing in the background?
That's what she said.
Hey.
I need to find this vehicle. Where is it?
I think there might be one. There's probably one in the city, but otherwise it's most likely in the prefab bottle. I don't know if we actually, because a lot of the stuff we did near the end, we just kind of ran out of time.
I didn't see this earlier.
What's that?
Oh, this is nice.
There we go. There's the car. Oh, yeah, that's the camo I was talking about. The German camouflage. Yeah. I love that camo. Amazing.
I tell you what.
Oh, we got another follow in. Girl out of place. We got a girl in the chat. I know a lot of game developers who are females, and my wife actually, talking about developers and people intelligent. My wife is the intelligent coder in my family because she's the one with the masters in computing, whereas I did film, 3D art, and I did programming as well at uni, but I was more multimedia and film and 3D. I was actually wanted to go to uni to do 3D animation for movies. And yeah, random, but not entirely random, seeing as I'm talking to the guy who was a legend for The Hobbit and Planet of the Apes and a load of other films.
Yeah.
But there you go. Yeah. See the link?
That's kind of cool.
So those who missed the start of this, I just like to throw it in every now and again that this is the guy who made that tree in The Hobbit where they're hanging on the end of it, throwing balls, flaming coke. What is it? Flaming acorns or whatever what are they? What is he setting light to and throwing at the orcs and the wolves and they're hanging off your tree?
I don't know.
Something like that. And then the birds come and save them and then they fly off.
Yeah, I don't know what he says. He says something like, I can't remember.
But that was your tree, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, it was, yeah. You shall not pass.
Yeah.
Wasn't that? Yeah. Somebody asked a question about, when working at Weta, do the assets they make belong to Weta or Synty Studios? I mean, the stuff I made at Weta belongs to Weta, but anything we made in our spare time was our own because the Weta contract was nice and open. It wasn't one of those lame ones that's like, oh, you work for us, you can't, do anything. If you do stuff in your spare time, we own that too. It's not like that.
Oh, yeah.
It was very much an open contract. So you do stuff in your spare time, that's your work. You own that. That was good.
Pine cones. Yes, the word we're looking for. Pine cones.
Pine cones, yes.
Oh my god, it's a girl. Yes, Fly Mario. And nice save for man who's not far. I don't see there's anything to save. I am actually very excited whenever we have more women in my community because we have a bit of a sausage fest that goes on in Discord sometimes. Apart from, We do have actually, what I love about the Discord, we do a sub Saturday where we all get together. Anyone who's a subscriber on Twitch. That was the other thing that I offer people who are Twitch subscribers. We get to play games together. And we have people who actually have their family, their wives, and even their young children playing games with us. Unfortunately, sometimes those games are zombie FPS murder games like Miscreated, and then you randomly have somebody's young child come in and carry a machine gun. So yeah, that's fun, isn't it? I won't mention any names, but that was actually more fun playing with the kids than it is with the adults sometimes. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Should we give a copy of this away, buddy?
Yes, we should.
Because you want to get out into the sunshine, don't you?
I think we shall. Yeah, it's such a nice day. Because they got a big event on today, Cuba Duper, and they closed the city street down, and there's big parties and food and things. Might go check it out maybe. Cuba Duper.
So let's go to giveaway. So this one is called Polygon War. I am so shocked. This is insane! Exclamation mark raffles in chat.
Yeah, I love
My wife is listening, just not connected on her account. I love actually the fact that some people's wives come onto stream and tell us stories about how their skills at driving from one state to another and getting them lost, and then we can just recap about things and like told that they're not allowed to come until they've done the dishes. I love it. It just makes me know that I'm not the only one. I sit here doing streams. My wife opens the door and says to me, "Go check on the boys, make sure they're okay." Like, you know, and have you done the dishes? No, I haven't done the dishes. I'm doing a stream. Go down and do the dishes, and you can come back to your stream. So I'm glad I'm not the only one.
That's funny. But yes, I hear you. I'm also married.
How does she feel about the 10th? Was she with you with the 10,000 hours?
The what?
Was it 100,000, 10,000, million hours you did at Witter to become a master?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, they call them widows. The partners.
No way, they Witter widows.
They call it widows because the husbands just do, you know, all the wives as well. There's a lot of women that work there too, but there were just a lot of hours, so you'd never see your family. A lot of them don't even see their family. They don't even see them. They're just working all the time. That's only sometimes though. That's only during massive crunch. But yeah, during that 3-4 months a year or whatever, they don't see the kids. They don't see the wives at all.
How long's Witter been going?
I think 20 years maybe. 20? Yeah, I think 20 years. Maybe just over 20 years. It's been going for a long time. But I mean, that's not unheard of. You think of like there's men that go away on fishing boats or women that go away and do things, you know, that they have to leave their family for a sustained period of time. It's definitely not out of the ordinary. It's just it is quite tough, you know, for these families.
There's a difference though. I mean, when you do your stuff at Witter, I said this to the other day that you've been in millions of bedrooms around the world, that your movies that you've been in, and it's when you've worked on something so long, you put these hours in. And you just know that you've given pleasure to so many people. So many people don't even realise the amount of work and effort that goes in to what you do. And it's just amazing. You must feel so much pride in the work that you do.
Oh, absolutely. Every single person there, myself included, is immensely proud of the work we did. I do not regret it one bit.
How do you feel about the stuff that you do with these assets, like these games that you see on Steam using your stuff?
Some of them are pretty cool. You know, like, I mean, there's definitely some, I've got to say, some that are a bit trash. There's some asset flippy ones that are like a little bit dubious, like, you know, you've really just gone and bought some assets and tapped them all together. But then I see other ones that are almost indistinguishable to the assets because they've changed it so much, or they've added their own lighting or customized it or changed the perspective. And it takes me a while to even, and I'm the creator, to figure out if that's our assets. And then once I figured out, I go, actually, they've done a really good job. You know, so I definitely see people that are using it in a way that makes sense. I mean, even it was the top-selling iOS app a couple of weeks ago was using Simple Fantasy.
Really?
It was the number one app in the US, paid app in the US on iOS was using Simple Fantasy. It took us a while to figure out if it was our stuff because it looked just really nice. But yeah, so I see it being used really well, and I also see it being used poorly, but the people that use it really well is what I'm proud of. You know?
You can't say it took you a while to realise it was yours because it looked really nice. Your stuff looks really nice, even without them customising it. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Well, it's just the way they've done the lighting. It would look kind of graphic designy, kind of graphic arty. It was really cool, actually.
All right, we got 13A Lint. I'm really bad at trying to understand how people's names type is supposed to be pronounced. Synty Studio is the best studio ever, in my opinion. You made me a lot of nice day with your assets. Thank you for your work. These guys are amazing. This is why I'm so excited about having you on, and it's the second time I've ever joined. Your stuff is fantastic. I mean, we've had over 100 people now in this, like, come in and out while I've been doing the stream, and we've had nothing but positive words about your stuff, and it's beautiful, man. It is. And I'm trying to find stuff that's wrong. We found one thing in the Western pack. This one doesn't have colliders and makes me cry inside. But just for the scale of me now sitting here adding colliders on this stuff, thankfully it's once you've added it to one of the prefabs, when that prefab's used a million times, then they all got it, so that's not so stressy. But yeah, man,
I will try and, because we've actually got the building meshes for the colliders, so I'll try and get that done at some point. We're going to see how Western goes, and then we'll just basically retroactively just add the building colliders to these, because it's all kind of sitting there ready to go. So that's pretty easy for us to implement.
Let's pick a winner on that case then.
Somebody asked a question. What do they say? How big is Weta? I think it's about 1,000 people. Sometimes it can go up higher, 1,500. And my opinion of the VFX industry, I think it's a pretty strong industry, and I think it's got a pretty strong future. But I don't like the long hours. I think anything they can do to curb that is good.
I think we've got an excited winner, mate. Repahidis.
Who's Repahidis? Oh my god.
He's the winner.
Congratulations, Repahidis.
Oh my god. Oh my funky god. Really? Oh my god. Thanks, guys. Yes, you are a winner. And you have fulfilled the criteria of having said something in chat. Make sure that are you a follower? Make sure you're a follower. Click a follow. I'll let you retrospectively click a follow if you haven't already clicked a follow. But congratulations. You're a winner. Winner. Don't be an asset flipper.
Yeah, that's a good one. I bet.
Alright, let's
We'll see it'll be Polygon War with a floating free range camera by Ripper hit us within a week.
Alright, let's write that down. Ripper hit us. Send me a whisper on Twitch with your email address, and also pop over to our Discord for those who don't have it, !Discord, and send me a whisper or a PM on Discord as well. So, congratulations.
It's a good pack to win that one. There's a lot of content.
There's a very good pack to win this one. It's not just a good pack to win. It's an amazing pack to win this one.
It's the pack to win at the moment.
It is.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, Andy's on fire. I'm going to head off. Everyone might be back later. All right, buddy. Have a great one. Thanks, one, for popping in, Andy. Andy, a mod in chat, and he was here for the 12-hour stream, and he made it all the way to the end. He was a legend. Mate, I think you're going to be heading out as well now. If we've got, give people 2 seconds to ask any questions they've got left before you leave. Is that okay?
Yep. I'll ask a few more questions. Yep. I've got another 5 minutes, and then I'll take off. But if you guys have got some questions, just feel free to ask them. I can go through a few more.
Medieval stuff next? Question mark. Very good question.
I will keep the discount code up until this is on the Synty store, and that's probably about maybe a week. Probably, I'd say maximum of 2 weeks. I'll try and get it done next week if Western gets approved. A lot of people are asking for it, so I've got to do it.
All right. For those who didn't win this pack, this beautiful, wonderful pack, I need to sit and make a game with this, because it is. I didn't realize how big it is. Here is a link to the Synty store, and here is the Messy exclusive 30. And actually, I'll tell you what. Guys, chuck some more questions in the chat while I make us a command for this. So we've got it. Okay. Synty store. There you go.
I tell you what.
So
Let's have
push
one
out
more.
medieval stuff next. Yep, we'll be doing some more medieval stuff. Not for the next probably month and a bit, but definitely it's on the list. So we've got medieval interiors, we've
I'll
got
tell
some
you
other bits and pieces.
Let's have one more.
We've got some really cool stuff we're working on that we'll reveal soon. Amazing. So keep an eye out for that. It's not medieval.
There you go. And by putting the... We do a exclamation mark Synty store. Now we have a link, a quick chat thing for the Synty store. There you go. So if anytime anyone's in chat wants to do that, exclamation mark Synty store, there'll always be a quick link to the Synty Studio store.
Yep, and there's a couple of free things on. There's a free Halloween pumpkin, and there's a free Christmas pack as well. And there's also I'll try to put it on next week. We've got a crossbow and a bow and arrow rigged that I'll put on there for free. It's part of our experimental stuff, so we don't support it. We just release it to the market and say you guys can figure it out, because it's a mess to try and get a character IK rig grabbing bow and arrows, syncing up animations and things. So we just release it, and it's only for expert users, people that know how to use it. But it just means that they've got it. They can at least play around with it. But we can't support that kind of stuff because it's a technical nightmare.
Oh, VR Game Zone says he had issues logging into the Synty store. Should he contact you through the website?
Just send us probably if you've got Facebook, message us on Facebook through our page. It's the quickest way for us to reply. But otherwise, you can just send us an email. We're not as quick on the emails.
I'll tell you what. Let's have one more.
Going to work on Simple Series anymore? Not for the time being. We started working on Simple Shops too, and then we kind of just like ran out of ideas, and we're like, it kind of got a bit tough. But it's not out of the realms of possibility. I think we've covered pretty much everything in the Simple brand for the time being, but it's definitely something that we're not, completely phased out of ideas on, and it probably will happen going forward. Like after we've kind of finished our current sprint on Polygon, we might move back and do some more.
I haven't even seen your little men yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so cool. Wait till you see these characters.
Hang on, let's load them up here.
Oh, man, that's so cool.
Here they are. Here's your little man. Let's do,
I'm so proud of some of these, man.
Okay.
I mean, what's a World War II pack without World War II characters? We've even got some really strong female characters in there. We've got like a little resistance lady, and we've got a female officer. She's very cool.
So this guy is American Soldier?
Yep.
Is he American Soldier too?
Modular hats, helmets, and things like that. So they're all separate. Change the hat.
Oh, this guy looks nails.
There's just a few variants of the same.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, different.
I love the playing card.
Preset up guy. It's just the same thing, but just like preset kind of thing. Yeah, there we go.
There she is.
There's a bunch of accessories on there. Yeah.
Hello, boys. Go into the breach.
Got a cool one coming up actually that I think you'll quite like.
Hey. Never have so many played with so many Synty Studios assets.
And he's got a little cigar and a little hat that comes with him as well, so you can have him smoking a cigar.
And the characters, this holder here, the character attachments?
I think so.
There you go. Yeah, there they are. Oh my word. This is nuts. How long would the discount code be active, people are asking?
Indefinitely for the time being. So let's just say 1 month. Because, that code will eventually just fizzle off into oblivion. But let's just say a month for now.
I'd like to remind everyone that these are Mechanim compatible rigged models. So you can just go to Mixamo, chuck in your animations. You can hook this up to the third-person controller that you get with Unity anyway, and then you can just be running around as Hitler.
This is a lot of characters.
That's nuts. Because that's the thing. You look at it and you're running around the demo scene and you're thinking, this is nuts. This is huge. And then you're like umming and ahhing about the $90, to be honest. Because I still am umming and ahhing about the $90. Even though it's huge, I'm cheap.
We actually had to censor all this for Unreal.
Really?
Yep. I had to get rid of the iron crosses, the little eagles on their chest.
No way.
Hitler's moustache had to be separated. Yeah, we had to do a bunch of stuff.
But look how much stuff. And this is like, when you look at these characters, you need to chuck these characters in the demo scene, like throw them around, like cluster them together. You did on, I think it was the Pirates, you did that. You had like, we had them all together. Because unless you go into the folder at first, because, you know, a lot of people are lazy like myself and they just want to run around and then click on their build and then become an asset flipper. You don't see how many models. I mean, not only have they got a load of models, but like here, you've got separated here. These props, and then you've got the folder of other attachments, glasses as well. Oh my word, man! He looks a bit mean, doesn't he?
There's a few things.
Oh wow! Because people are asking before about, VR's asking now. I want to add more poly characters. Where can I learn to make my own? Any resources? Great question.
Where can I learn to make my own? Any resources?
YouTube?
It's too hard to. I've just been doing this for so long. I literally touch mouse and keyboard and then I can model stuff. You know? it's too. You know, like I've done 10,000 hours at Witter. It's very hard to just. Oh, you can go here and learn how to do it. You know what I mean?
I love that. I just touch the keyboard and magic happens.
Yeah, like it's literally like that. I've just done this for so long that it completely is muscle memory. But I would just suggest watch some YouTubes. It's kind of a good start. If you can get a job at a company and learn off senior people, I would highly recommend doing that. I mean, most of the stuff I know I learnt off better artists than me working in the field.
There are cool characters, prefabs, but is there a way to merge them to use the same skeleton object tree?
You saw the pilot guy. He's pretty good. These are cool characters, but is there a way to merge them to use the same skeleton object tree? I'm not too sure. I'd have to ask my character. My business partner's our character guy. He knows all that technical details.
Oh, that's minging. Look at that. Just
he's pretty ruthless.
Oh man. Have you seen what?
I think.
Oh, you can.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the gut's hanging out. Yeah. See, we used to have all these guys using the same skeleton tree. They're all in one FBX, but then everyone complained that they're all in one FBX, so we split them out into multiple FBXs, and that gets rid of the same skeleton tree thing. So you can never win.
Yeah, you had that with which pack was it? It was the one with like elves and orcs and stuff. That was the one, wasn't it?
Yeah, people like that single mesh thing. It just means it's easier for them to like run all their stuff. But then when we split it out, because everyone wants to split out, then it's like, oh, but now I can't. There's just never a win. So for this one, because of how we made it. The fact that we didn't just release it all at once, we had a beta and we released a few of the characters at a time. We had to separate them, but generally we just have them as one FBX, which means that they all share the same stuff.
I love the fact that now you've got all of these props and stuff. This is moustache. I got a moustache. I handle my moustache.
Yeah, it's cool.
I know this is what was missing for me in your previous packs. This kind of stuff. They're like adding hair, taking hair off, adding moustache, glasses, little props here and there. There's the cigar you mentioned.
We could only get away with really doing it in packs like this because the soldiers usually have no hair anyway, but as soon as you've got like a character with some sort of unique hairstyle, it becomes really limited to be able to have that modular because then you can't change the head shape and it just, we were able to get away with it in this though.
See, look, see this cigar you've got here? We mentioned the poo earlier. You could just have this as all brown, and then you got your poo.
Oh, no, you could. You totally could.
There you go. 13 Lint saying, thank you, you are a true rock star. He is. Fly Mario saying it's the same thing with coding. You were talking about how basically you touch the keyboard and magic happens. After the while, it's like you're on auto drive.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if somebody was to come along and say, "Oh, you're very fast and you're very skilled at coding, how do I do that?" And it's just like, well,
no one's ever said that to me.
You've just got to do it, Like, it's about getting, just doing it day in day out, and eventually it just kind of you build up a level. But I would still recommend trying to get a job at a company under a senior artist. Would be my biggest thing. There's only so much you can learn from YouTube.
Yeah, I mean the internship we mentioned earlier, it's difficult when it's a small studio because, like you said, it takes now the time out of that guy sitting there working to train this guy up. I mean, you've got coding is a bit different. You could do like shadowing. You could do shadowing on for an artist as well, but you need to be a bit more hands-on when you're doing art, as opposed to sitting there watching the code.
Yeah, you're only as good as your worst asset. So if you've got a shitty model in your scene, that's where you get judged on. So, like when you look at our scenes, if you find errors, it's always the worst thing that is the thing that gets judged. So for us, if we were to have subpar quality in there because of someone that wasn't experienced, it could only hurt us.
Oh man, this stuff's lovely.
Yeah. That barn's cool. That was pretty much exactly how it was in our defense game, our little World War II Flash game.
Man, I love your stuff. It pains me to say it because it's... people like it when I get grumpy. Like, my review system is I get a lot of... I get some asset publishers who actually won't speak to me now because of my review system. And I give something 2.5 stars or 2.5 potatoes because I depending on what the asset is, like if I was reviewing this, I would give you a score out of canon, like tanks or something like that. It's something relevant of what I've, like when I did the fantasy stuff, it was you got 5 orcs or 3 orcs out of 5.
Yeah.
For me, 2.5 is a good score. It means this is this is a benchmark. This is the baseline. It's 2.5, and anything above that means that you're doing something a bit exceptional. I've only given one thing 5, and it took me a day to get over that because it really hurt me to give a 5. 5 means flawless perfection, or as close to it as you can get. And this, you don't have. It's the for me, it's the colliders. That's it.
Yep.
And I can't, you know me by now, and I can't be as more honest than that. If this had colliders on, I would be looking to find a number greater than 5.
That's good.
And this is insane. This really is. You need to be going out into the sunshine. I'll let you go, and I'll give away some more stuff while you're away. But Synty Mike, Hollywood legend, thank you for coming and being with us.
Jeez. No, thanks very much for coming along and having a watch. And it was good to be able to show this stuff off with Messi at the reins. It's always a good look at things. So, yeah. I guess until next time. I mean, it'll be good to do more of these. It's pretty fun. I'm definitely keen. And it's good being able to see this stuff in a kind of a more objective fashion. And I will try and fix that saloon thing ASAP.
I can't believe I missed it. I can't believe I didn't see it.
No, I know, and you went past it a few times.
I know, and everyone in chat saw it.
No, I know. And I'll update the Synty store very soon as well. So that should be good. Mate,
I'm just sitting here thinking what imaginative things can I come up with this amazing pack, and the Western pack as well. Once again, Synty Mike, legend. That is, for those who didn't know how amazing he was before this interview, probably do now. And thank you for that 30% Synty store discount, which might be there, forever until it becomes a 50% or 70% or 99 or 100 when we get more free stuff to give away. But for now, for the next month, we've got 30% discount on the Synty store, which has blown me away. Your generosity is outstanding. Thank you very much for your time. And everyone who, if you didn't get your question answered even, drop me on Discord or on Facebook, and we'll spam Mike with some more questions via email and get answers to you.
Awesome. Thanks very much.
All right, buddy. Take care, pal. I'll hang up on the Discord so you don't hear me snoring.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
See you. Oh, guys. I am. Oh. What can I say? Once again, sorry for the audio issues on this video. Twitch.tv/themessycoder, and if you click on videos, you can find the VOD. It's in the highlights section for the Synty Studios interview with Synty Mike. So guys, if you do like these videos, click on that big juicy red subscribe button down below. Don't forget, every Friday and Saturday I'm streaming live on Twitch, and if you do like it, click it. Till next time. If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now. And down below, there's that big juicy subscribe button, and right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.